What is up, everybody? This is Anthony with VR365. Welcome to another episode of our show. It is Friday. It's January 18th. It is 11:05 a.m. And first off, apologies for being a little bit late on the draw today. I'm having some issues here. We're remodeling this bathroom, and there's been some problems, like some things have popped up, and so this guy keeps asking me all these different things, and I don't really have anything to do with it. It's pretty much my wife's deal, but I'm the one that's home, so I got to deal with it. But anyway, let's go ahead and get into today's show. Another thing I do need to apologize for is I don't have like a lot of stuff that is prepared for this show today, so we're going to kind of be winging it. This probably will be a shiz show, as we like to call it. Yesterday, not really. I thought it was going to be, but it really didn't end up being one. But yeah, we are up to episode 71. Can you guys believe that VR365, this channel, 71 episodes? That's kind of crazy, huh? It seems like we just moved over to this new channel, VR365, like not that long ago. And bam, we're already up to episode 71, so kind of crazy. Yeah, guest star the plumber on the show. Yeah, the plumber is having a bit of issues. Apparently, the drain pipe is 1 inch off, and I gotta hire somebody else to dig under my bathroom to move this drain pipe 1 inch. So it sounds like a lot of money, bruh. I'm not looking forward to it, but it is what it is. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the news story at this point in time. All right, let's see here. So let me go ahead and switch this trailer up. And bada boom, bada bing. Just a sec here. All right, so in the news, folks, we do have a free weekend trial for Firewall 0 hour. It is going to be free this weekend, the 18th, the 19th, and the 20th. So today, Saturday, and Sunday. Now, there's only one problem, folks. You gotta be an active PlayStation Plus member, okay? So you gotta be an active PlayStation Plus member, and then you can try Firewall 0 hour this weekend. Now, I don't know about you guys. Okay, we're up to one breh. We're up to one breh. So now it's like 2, 3, 4 brehs. All right. But the thing about this little trial here, isn't Sony and First Contact Entertainment, aren't they kind of preaching to the choir? Like, if you already have a PlayStation VR setup and you're an active PS Plus member, the chances of you already owning Firewall 0 hour, I would imagine, would be pretty darn good. So why wouldn't they just have this open to everybody? Kind of like, you know, Oculus has their free weekend thing that happens where we get free games. Although it's been a long time, right? It's been a long time since we've had an Oculus free game weekend. What's the last one? I can't even think of the last one. It used to be every single weekend we had a free game. Now we're moving into a totally different topic. What is going on with the Oculus free game deal? No, but, and you know, on Steam, every once in a while, there will be a free weekend. Like Crow Team, for example, will do a deal where they have all of their VR games free over the weekend. They'll do something like that. So, why doesn't Sony do that? Because then they're not exactly preaching to the choir. Then they could get potentially people like me, although I already own Firewall, so I don't need to buy Firewall, but they could get people like me that are not active PS Plus members that could try it out over the weekend, and then it might tempt us to actually get PS Plus, because we're like, oh, I could be playing these online games and doing all this stuff, but I don't have PS Plus, but man, it's so awesome. Now I have to have PS Plus, and I have to have Firewall 0 hour. So I kind of feel like they are preaching to the choir here, but oh well, it is what it is. All right, so now, real quick here, let me just get onto the right, where am I supposed to be here? Okay, here I am. So now one of the next things I wanted to get into, speaking of Firewall, let's go ahead and bounce over to our webby browser window. And chat doesn't seem to be working right over here. Why is this happening? This is like the second time. Hold on a second. Oh no, there it goes. Okay, it's all right. But let's go ahead and bounce over here, because Sony is having a flash sale. And so if you've been looking to get Firewall 0 Hour, like if I scroll down here, Firewall 0 Hour, the normal price is $40, but on this flash sale, it is half off. It is $20. So yeah, Sony is having a flash sale right now. There's probably some other VR games that are involved in this sale. For example, Ace Banana. Yeah, you know you've always been wanting that game. That game is down to $6 in this sale. Trying to see if I notice any other VR games really quick. Dying Reborn VR. That is down to $4 from $10. So these are one of these flash sales where Sony is kind of trying to emulate what Steam does. These occasional sales that just kind of bam, they come out of nowhere, and it's like, bro, bro, not Brett or bruh, bro, you want to get this deal. It's for a limited time. Heavy Fire Red Shadow VR, that is $5. That is half off. I was just going to scroll down this list really quick and see if we can find any other VR games that are in here. Killing Floor, no, that's a different Killing Floor. A bunch of Lego games. Let's see here. Any other VR games of mention? Light Tracer, whatever the hell that is on sale for $6. Continuing to scroll here. Reading comprehension. Pixel Gear. Pixel Gear is $4.39. I actually like Pixel Gear. I played the Steam game of it, but it kind of has this retro kind of a vibe to it that I kind of like. That's Pixel Gear. Let's see. Raw Data. Raw Data, baby. And you know what? Raw Data on PSVR, very, very impressive. Raw Data is actually very impressive on PSVR. In fact, I tried it. I don't know if it was on demo disc number 2, but I know there's a demo for Raw Data somewhere. It might have been demo disc 2. I played it, and as I was playing it, I was like, damn, they did a damn good job. This almost feels like Raw Data on like an HTC Vive or something. Yeah, there's a bit of a difference, but like I always say, it's about 85% of the experience, which for me, that is impressive, man. It is impressive to think that somebody could have a Vive, an expensive computer setup, they're playing Raw Data, and then somebody else with just a freaking PlayStation 4, no computer or anything, and they're getting 85% of the experience. That is impressive as far as I'm concerned. So if you wanted to grab Raw Data for $16, that is out there. Salaryman Escape, but it doesn't say VR. That is $6.40. I don't know if that includes the VR version for that. It doesn't have a little VR symbol anywhere on there. But just continuing to scroll through here, just see if there's any other interesting deals here on these VR games for PSVR. And it looks like we pretty much scrolled through everything. So that is it. But yeah, if you've been looking to grab Firewall on a deal, it is out there for $20 in this flash sale. All right, another story that we can get to is, have you always wanted to get yourself a standalone 2.0 Lighthouse, but you didn't want to buy an HTC Vive Pro set? Has that ever been the situation? And if we go down here, well, you can order it from Japan. Apparently, this company called Dejika, they are a third-party company, and they're selling Vive accessories in Japan, and they have a number of different Vive accessories, as we can see here, and they do have the Lighthouse 2.0. And it's basically going for just under 18,000 yen, like 17,000 something yen. If you want a 2.0 Lighthouse, you can actually, here it is. This is it right here. See, 17,960 yen. This is the Lighthouse 2.0. You can see it's got a different style. Here's the old one up there. It's a little bit more square, and Lighthouse 2.0 has that rounded look. And if you just want to get 2 of these babies, but you don't want to buy a complete HTC Vive Pro package, well, find somebody in Japan, have them order 2 of these, and then have them ship it to you wherever you are. Now, how much is 18,000 yen gonna charge you in USA prices? It's about 164 bucks. Okay, so, and you can also get the colored controller. So if you really want that colored controller, they got all the Vive Pro accessories over here, but mainly the Lighthouse is the one that people are kind of interested in, because I don't believe there's any other way to get your hands on this, but they are talking about this right now on the Vive subreddit. Lots of people are talking about this. All right, let's see, what else can we get into? Let's go ahead and go back to our standard scene here. And let me go ahead and switch up this trailer real quick, just a second here. Our next story is featuring, let's go ahead and pop this on. Okay, so our next story is Megalith. Are you guys interested in a free trial of Megalith? Now, they had the beta a while back. You know, there was an open beta for this a while back. A lot of us tried this. And then this game released, and it is currently available on PlayStation VR. I believe it came out on January 8th. And most everybody that has tried this has really liked it. And people like Megalith. The problem is there is not enough people in there all the time, because this is multiplayer only. It is a 2-on-2 MOBA. And if you don't got enough people to play with, it's a major problem. We've seen this in all kinds of multiplayer-only style games in VR, that you need to have more players. And so the developer of Megalith, which is it Disruptive Games? The developer says that what they're going to do is they are going to have a special trial version of this game where you can get in it for free. You don't have to pay any money. So there is going to be a free-to-play version of this. Now, the downside is you're going to be limited to a hero rotation, and you're going to need to purchase the full game if you want to have access to all of the heroes. So it's kind of what they did during the open beta. They did the same exact thing during the open beta. I was in the open beta, and everybody kind of had to choose between the same heroes if you were playing the free version. But if you pre-ordered it, you had access to any of the heroes that you wanted to try. And so sometimes you were in a game and you saw somebody with a completely different hero, and you're like, wait, how did you get that? And the guy was like, oh, I pre-ordered it. So because I pre-ordered it, I have access. So it's kind of what they did for the open beta. They're basically going to open it up to all PSVR players. So if you've been looking to get to maybe try Megalith without forking over, I believe it's going for 30 bucks. If you've been interested in trying that, that is going to be coming soon. We just don't know exactly when it is going to be coming soon. And Greg's VR in chat is saying multiplayer only is a thing that needs to die. We need bots as well for offline practice at least. And you know, there might be some kind of offline mode in Megalith. I don't know for sure that there is no offline mode. There may be some kind of offline mode. So just wanted to mention that. I don't know absolutely for sure if that is the deal there. Okay, let's go ahead and move on to our next story. And let me grab our next trailer that deals with our next story, if I can find it here. So let me go ahead and throw this on the screen. So, Derail Valley. So you probably woke up this morning and you wanted to play some Derail Valley. It's supposed to be out today, right? You wanted to buy it today. Well, Derail Valley was derailed. Yes, so this game is not available today. Apparently, it is going to come in about 1 week's time. So we are going to get Derail Valley in about a week from now. So it has been delayed a little bit, and it's kind of a tough titty situation. But yeah, we are going to have to wait 1 more week on Derail Valley. Okay, let's see. What else do we want to get into here? All right, like I said, this is a little bit of a shit show here, and it's going to continue to be a bit of a shit show because I basically what I wanted to do, what I like to do before I start all of these shows is try to have like a whole bunch of things that I can go to that I've set up beforehand, and I have like this story and that story and this story and that story. And I just didn't get a chance to do that today, scrambling around. So I'm kind of running out of stuff here. But one of the stories that I did see that I did find to be quite interesting, unfortunately didn't have time to read it, I found this like maybe 3 minutes before our show, is Gizmodo has a story about Facebook saying that Facebook's AR glasses are much closer to reality than maybe you've been thinking about it. Okay, so let me go over here and see if I can find this story. And let's go ahead and check this out. So switching over to our webby browser window, and it says Facebook's AR glasses may be getting closer to becoming a reality. Okay, let's go ahead and check this out. Facebook is reportedly dumping resources into developing developing nifty new augmented reality hardware. Business Insider's Rob Price has revealed in a report published Thursday that Facebook shifted hundreds of its employees from its research outfit, Facebook Reality Labs, over to a team led by Michael Abrash and Andrew Bosworth that will specifically focus on work on AR hardware, including Facebook's anticipated AR spectacles. Okay, so, you know, we did get that story was it just yesterday? Or maybe 2 days ago, where one of the Facebook employees, like there's a little bit of musical chairs that are going on out there over at Facebook, and the titles are being changed for some people. Like some guy was named like the head of Facebook AR VR for products or whatever. You got all these different positions that are over there at Facebook. And there seems to be a lot of musical chairs, and this could be related to a major AR thing. And I gotta tell you, man, I know a lot of you guys are not interested in AR, but Mark Zuckerberg is, and Facebook in general is, and the industry like Silicon Valley in general. AR is the next big deal. It really is, because we think about smartphones, and I always mention that Microsoft completely missed the boat. For example, we were just talking about HoloLens. HoloLens 2 is supposedly going to be unveiled at the Mobile World Congress coming up here later in the month of February. And Facebook, they've got their own plans. You know, Magic Leap is out there right now. Microsoft is doing their thing with HoloLens. We got these in-real glasses. We got all these other upstart competitors that are coming out of the woodwork that showed up at CES 2019 showing off different AR glasses. And Facebook is going to want to jump into this situation as well. It's just a matter of how quickly they'll do it. One of the quotes we have here, Zuckerberg told Recode, this was way back in April of 2017, that everyone would basically agree that we do not have the science or technology today to build the AR glasses that we want, but that such technology may exist in 5 years or 7 years or something like that. And that's kind of what I've said a million times as well, is that AR is not ready. It's not even close to being ready. That AR is probably a good 5 years away from where VR is, but it looks like Facebook is going to get a little bit more involved in this. Although this story honestly is kind of one of these, like, they don't really have any news here. Facebook AR glasses may be getting closer to becoming a reality, and then it's just a bunch of speculation. Aren't you guys tired of these stories? Like, they should have some kind of, like, why are you saying this? Like, there's no information here that says something is going to happen. These stories kind of piss me off a little bit, but anyway, that is Facebook's AR glasses. Okay, let's see, what else can we get into? Well, you know, Road to VR does have a story about Windows mixed reality headsets are now on sale. You can get this Acer headset for as low as $200. We've seen this before, but we've actually seen these stories even lower. these stories. We've seen these prices even lower. Like, I think we've seen this Acer headset as low as like $179 or maybe $189 for the package. But there is a deal right now. You can grab the Acer Windows Mixed Reality package for $200 from Microsoft. Supposedly a 50% discount, but nobody is paying $400 for these. At least nobody in their right mind would. But if you want to grab them for $200, not a bad deal. The Dell visor, you can grab it from Amazon. That's $247. HP is $239 at Amazon. Lenovo, $259 at Amazon. Of course, the Odyssey is $411 right now, and Odyssey Plus is $490. Now, one of the reasons that Road to VR likes to pimp this in a major way quite often is they do have what's known as Amazon links, and they talk about affiliate links, Amazon links. So they have it right here. So you can click on them and you can buy it through them. Well, I also have some Amazon links over there at vrgamerankings.com. Like if you click on any of those things and you buy anything from vrgamerankings.com, I get a couple of pennies as well. But I have never received a check from Amazon, so obviously that isn't working out too well. DickieBoy23 says at VR365, is there a VR roundtable this Sunday? As far as I know, yes, there is going to be a VR Roundtable episode this Sunday, right around 9 a.m., 10 a.m., right around in that ballpark range. We should have a show, as far as I know, absolutely yes. Alrighty, well, you know what, guys? These are the stories that I have, and we are only about 28 minutes or whatever into this show. Or no, we're only 21 minutes. Yeah, because I started late. We're only 21 minutes in, and I'm out of stories, folks, because this is what I had to prepare before I got in here. But you know what we can do at this point in time? Well, first of all, I can go ahead and take a look at chat, and let's see some of the comments that are going on here. Greg's VR says stories like that are meant to be skimmed over, concentrating only on the headline and image. Yeah, basically, there are stories that don't really have much of anything. Shish Turtle is checking in. Greetings, chat room and Anthony. Still sick right now. I shall return soon. That is unfortunate. Yeah, Shish Turtle is one of our moderators over there on our Discord server and is really probably our best moderator over there and does a great job of like saying hi to people that join our Discord server and kind of making sure that really we haven't had any problems at all on our Discord server so far, knock on wood. Knock on wood. Yeah, we haven't had any problems up to this point in time. But taking a look at chat here, let's see. Lethal Weasel says that Contagion VR, the second mission, is now live. So you can jump into Contagion VR. Mission number 2 is there. I should definitely jump back into that and check that out. Greg's VR says, is the point in Derail Valley to derail as fast as possible or to prevent derailments, but still go as fast as you can? And I don't know. I don't know exactly. I do understand that apparently in Derail Valley, I was doing it wrong. Like when I played it, I have a little Let's Play of it where I did derail, and I derailed near a bridge, almost went into a river. It was pretty cool. But apparently I was doing it wrong because you're supposed to like go attach other cars to your train and try to attach as many cars as possible and then drive your train and like switch on to different tracks. And I wasn't doing any of that. I didn't really understand any of that, but I did derail. But yeah, I'm still a little bit unknown there as far as what is really going on in Derail Valley. Okay, you know what? There is a game actually that we can talk about that I have a trailer to. I forgot about that. In fact, it's the background image for episode 71. It is my thumbnail image, and that is it is a game called Spellcastia. Spellcastia. So why don't we go ahead and check this trailer out. Now, before I get into this trailer, I have to warn you guys, the only place I could find this trailer was Steam, and it's low resolution. It is very low resolution. Like ideally, you want to get a trailer from YouTube from the actual developer themselves, like their own YouTube channel. That's where you want to grab trailers, and you get high quality trailers, 1080p trailers that are done well. Unfortunately, couldn't find this one anywhere, but I did grab it from Steam. It is called Spellcastia. Let's go ahead and check this trailer out. Then we can also check out the Steam page, because this is a game that could be coming in the very, very near future, and it looks kind of interesting. So let's go ahead and pop this baby on here, and let's check it out.
Come closer.
All right, well, that is Spellcastia. Let's go ahead and we can bounce over to the Steam page really quick. Let's go ahead and bounce over there, and here it is. This is Spellcastia. I just happened to notice this. Another thing that I like to do occasionally is just bounce over to Steam and look at upcoming games and just look for something I haven't seen before, maybe a logo that kind of looks cool. And I saw this logo and I was like, oh, this looks kind of cool. Clicked on it, and it's mildly interesting. Emphasis on the word mildly. Okay, Spellcastia is a magical shooter designed specifically for VR. Its main feature is the use of active gesticulation to invoke a spell, so you get a deeper dive into the virtual reality in the world where magic rules. Now you can see here the developer is Node VR. I have no idea who the hell Node VR is. You can also see here it had a release date of December 2018. That did not happen. And it still says available December 2018, but this has not been released yet. You know, watching the trailer there, I don't know. I don't know that this looks all that interesting. It's certainly kind of weird looking. I kind of like the ice kind of a look of it, that it has this like weird ice look that it has going on here. But yeah, I don't know that this is a game that anybody should really care about. But yeah, this is Spellcastia. And you know, one of the things I do is I go to YouTube, like for example, I'll see a Steam page like this and I'll be, okay, the developer is Node VR. Well, let me go to YouTube and search Node VR. And that came up empty. Then I searched Spellcastia. That came up empty. Developers out there, if you want to sell your game, yeah, they don't have any other games, this Node VR company. Like I couldn't find a website for Node VR. I couldn't find anything. But I would think that if you are a company that wants to sell a game and have some success, you should probably get your game trailer on YouTube. It would behoove you to get your trailer up on YouTube. And it always boggles my mind when I go to these various Steam pages and they don't have a YouTube trailer anywhere, and the company doesn't have like an obvious website anywhere. It's like, come on, if you're gonna do business, like what does it cost to create a freaking website? It's like $200, you know, for a year or whatever to have a website hosted. You could do like Squarespace or something. I mean, you could have a really basic website. It doesn't cost a lot of money, and you could put your freaking trailer on YouTube. It really is 100% free, and the marketing is going to work out a lot better for you. I always wonder about these companies, but yeah, I did see this game called Spellcastia. But basically what I do here, guys, is I'll go over here to games, virtual reality. I click on this, and then I'll click on, oh, you know, actually, wait, before we go to upcoming games, let's go ahead and click on HTC Vive right here, and let's go ahead and click on release date. Why don't we take a look at some games that have recently hit the scenes here? because do you guys remember Profundum? I think I featured this game one time, and I think I showed the trailer, and it's kind of amateur hour a little bit, like their trailer and stuff, logo a little bit amateur hour. But this is out. This is available January 18th. You know, maybe it came out today. Yeah, today. This is out today. Black Mouse, January 18th. This is Profundum. It is a virtual reality adventure game set in a steampunk world in which you are challenged to solve puzzles and discover secrets. 20 bones. You know, 20 bones. Good luck with that. I don't know. I mean, it looks mildly interesting, but there's a lot of games out there that are going for 20 bones. And so, you know, it's like, where are you going to throw your 20 bones? This looks like maybe they've got a new trailer of this lady dressed up in like old 18th, 19th century garments here. So it looks like, oh yeah, this is their new mixed reality trailer. I don't know that this trailer is doing them a whole lot of favors. But yeah, Profundum is out there. It is available. It is a bit steampunkish. But I don't know about you guys, but just maneuvering levers and stuff all day seems kind of lame. But maybe there's a little bit of a horror element as well. I don't know if there's a story that goes along with this. But that is Profundum, and it is available today. I've also heard about this Odyssey VR. I think they're actually talking about this on the Vive subreddit. Deep Space Exploration. This launched today as well. Its normal price is $12. It is on sale for $8.80. Let's go ahead. Oh, Sunset Giant came out today as well. But let's go ahead and click on Odyssey VR, the Deep Space Expedition. It says Odyssey is a story-driven space adventure, audio-visual, single multiplayer experience that you can play on desktop or in VR. The objective is to find a planet that could support life, but in order to get there, the players have to protect the exploration ship from asteroid storms and failures. You gotta love those asteroid storms, and you gotta love those failures. Yep, no aliens that you're going to be battling, asteroids and failures. So we'll take, wow, 32 screenshots. They got a gang of screenshots to be sure. But yeah, we love space games, don't we? I don't know. Looks a little amateurish, but it's hard to say. That's the thing. It's so hard to tell with these games whether or not something is single A, double A, triple A, or nowhere near any of those. But yeah, this is Odyssey VR. Sunset Giant. So this is out. It is available right now. I previewed this game one other time, and it's going for basically $12, 30% discount. This is just for the special promotion right now. Normal price is $17. It is by this company Ninja Nix. And, you know, we looked at, this looks very amateur as well. I mean, it looks very, very amateur. But you never know. There are diamonds in the rough to be discovered for sure. War Online Pacific, free to play. That apparently has a VR mode, it looks like. And just trying to see if there's anything else that kind of jumps out at me at any of these games that have recently released. And not a lot is jumping off. Okay, let's go ahead and check back on chat. See what some folks are talking about here in chat. And let's see. Let's see. So Crunchy says Myst was about moving levers, but you were discovering the story while solving puzzles. I think that's kind of in relationship to Profundum, which is going for $20. Paradise Decay says, I got a key for Profundum today. Trailer looks good. We'll be checking it out on Monday. Of course, Paradise gets a key for pretty much everything. Let's see. Kevin Mars says, no more spell games. God help us. Yeah, we were absolutely being bombarded with wave shooters, and now we're being bombarded with a lot of spell casting games. There is a lot of that. Hussein X says, website hosting is super cheap, like $3 a month. Domain name is like $10 a year. So basically $46 a year. I know, because I can create websites. That's Hussein X. Yeah, I mean, come on, companies. Make a basic website and put your trailer on YouTube. It's the least you can do. Like, that should be the bare minimum, the absolute bare minimum. Work Birdie Gaming says, Anthony, I found you. Didn't know you got a new channel. Great VR. You know, I always wonder, I'm not going to try to talk smack to Work Birdie Gaming, but I always wonder about these people that say, where did you go? I never found you. Like, I couldn't believe, you know, I've always wondered where you went, Anthony. Where are you? And what I don't understand is there's something like, don't you... I'm messing up here. Don't you just go to the previous YouTube channel? Like, for example, okay, let's just go to YouTube, right? We can do this live, folks. Let's go to YouTube live. And so, yeah, I used to have a channel called VR Game Rankings. Let's go to that. VR Game Rankings. Does it still exist? Yeah, it still exists. Here it is. Still got 2,800 subscribers. If only I could borrow about 1,000 of those. But yeah, I mean, you go to this channel, you click on videos, and it says quick farewell to the VR Game Rankings YouTube channel. And if you watch this, it'll say, you know, I'm going over to this new channel. And like, if you click on it, like here's a link to the new channel. So like, go to the new channel. It's just kind of weird how people have such difficulty finding it. But I know, you know, look, people are lazy. I'm lazy. We're all lazy. So it's if it isn't like obvious, sometimes you don't want to like do a little bit of investigation. But anyway, what we can do since we're over here is why don't we check out Upload VR and see what's going on, what their latest reports are. Ace Combat 7's VR missions may come to PC headsets in 2020. Do you think anybody's really going to care in 2020 sounds so far away. I guess, I mean, yeah, we're in the year 2019, so it's just next year. But when I hear somebody say 2020, I think of flying cars. I think of Minority Report. You know, I think we're going to be in the future, man, 2020. Soul Scathe offers Dark Souls-esque VR dungeon crawling. Okay, so it appears there is a new game called Soul Scathe. I have not checked this game out. We haven't played the game ourselves, but the trailer above gives us a welcome Dark Souls vibe. Environments are dank and dingy, and enemy design is suitably morbid. But what's most impressive is the seeming level of interaction with the game world. Okay, see, this would be a trailer. Like, see, if I had time to prepare for today's episode, this would have been a trailer that I would have grabbed, and I would have ran this trailer, blah, blah, blah. But I didn't, so we don't have it. PSVR MOBA Megalith getting free trial, changes to DLC soon. Yes, we did hear about that. And just trying to see if there's anything here. Ace Combat 7 VR review, utterly superb, but incredibly bittersweet aerial combat. You know, I have been hearing a lot of folks talk about this on the PSVR subreddit. They're saying that what is there in VR is actually really awesome, but it almost makes it even worse because it's like so unfortunate that it's such a limited number of missions and all of this, you know, so it's very unfortunate there. Let's see, positives: unrivaled immersion, blockbuster presentation, leaves you wanting so much more. That could kind of be on the negative as well. Far too short, occasional difficulty spikes, some design hiccups. I still feel like I'm soaring, not just literally. Ace Combat 7's VR support has left me grinning from ear to ear. This is nothing short of a revelation, a deadly ballet of barrel rolls and missiles. How do you guys do barrel rolls when you're in VR? Like, that would break my brain. I can't do a barrel roll. There's no way in hell. That does not compute. It doth not compute. I don't know how anybody does a barrel roll unless you're in a motion simulator thing that is actually flipping you upside down, and who really wants to deal with that? Has anybody played this yet and you've actually done a barrel roll? Like, I would think that would just break my brain, like by tremendously would break my brain. It's just not a good idea, right? But anyway, yeah, that is Ace Combat 7. It is out there. Final score, they're giving it a 8.5 out of 10. A conundrum then. Ace Combat 7 VR support makes for one of the most convincing, bombastic games you'll see in a headset. It's a powerhouse display of roaring engines and teeth-grinding tension that's never anything less than relentlessly enjoyable, and yet it's painfully short over before you can even pinch yourself to see if you're dreaming. But to hell with it. It's left me with a heightened pulse rate, sweaty palms, and the biggest grin VR has yet put on my face. Damn! That is like ridiculous praise right there. Who did this review? This is Jamie Feltham. Yeah, so this is, of course, Upload VR. I am reading directly from their review here, so definitely give a little bit of love here to Upload VR for the fact that I am reading the review straight off of their website, which is probably illegal in most states. Okay, but, you know, there is the demo out there, right? There is the demo out there, guy. There is a demo out there, guy. There is a demo out there on the Japanese PlayStation Store. I did not jump through the necessary hoops to grab this demo, but you know, reading that, I kind of really want to do that. I don't know if the Redbox machines have that yet. I could try to hit up Redbox and try to grab that. Rendered Reality says, speaking of barrel rolls, I haven't done it in this game, but it definitely gives you a little motion sickness doing it in other games, but it's still fun. Yeah, no, I cannot do it. I cannot do a barrel roll. Paradise Decay says, Ace Combat 7 VR is the new Show Your Friends VR title. Wow, really? Paradise, have you actually done it? He said, I mean, you've actually played this, Paradise? Did you pick up the full game, or did you rent it? Does England have game rentals anywhere, or is it like illegal in England? The way I understand it, in England, there's no such thing as Redbox. Like, you cannot rent video games. As far as I'm aware, there's nobody that rents physical video games in England. That's unfortunate. So you'd actually have to go buy this. Paradise, did you get the demo off the Japanese PlayStation Store? Yeah, see, Paradise has it because he says, I had no sickness in the game. So Paradise does have it. Lucky dog. I do not have it. But anyway, yeah, I was trying to check through chat here, see what folks are talking about. But let's go ahead and bounce over to, well, you know what we could do is we could check out some of the subreddits real quick. Let's go ahead and bounce over to the Oculus Rift subreddit. Let me go ahead and give this a quick refresh. Okay. Wrench Review, an astonishingly deep mechanic simulator. VR is booming. What idiot wrote this story? VR is not, but oh, it's Paradise Decay. Yeah, VR is booming. Nah, just kidding. I knew Paradise already did this. VR is booming. Okay, let's see what this idiot is talking about. Let's click on it. What is he talking about? I was talking to the manager of my local game retail in town today, telling him about Rift selling out on Amazon over the holiday period, and he said they sold out PSVR as well, and lots of people wanting VR. He also showed me a shelf dedicated to VR titles, as lots of people keep asking for the VR section. All is a great sign for VR. We live in exciting times. That is Paradise Decay. You know, Paradise, look, bro, you have one little experience and you are confabulating it out across the entire world and saying that VR is booming because your local game retailer thinks VR is all that. I don't know about that story, Paradise. I am going to vote that down. Just kidding. Okay, let's see. This guy says, I highly recommend running cables above you and using the pulleys. It is a game changer. Honestly, better than wireless, considering it's lighter and you don't need to recharge it and you don't need to fiddle with a bunch of crap as well. Yeah, you know, maybe this is something all of us should do. You know, get a bunch of dog pulleys. Okay, here's somebody, they got some dog pulleys up there and they're doing it. This guy needs to pull up his pants, though. I feel like they're about to fall down. But yeah, it's a possibility. It is possible, you know? He's only got 2 pulleys there, and it's working magic. My problem is, man, my Oculus cable is so freaking tangled up that if I strung it up on the ceiling, it would only drop like 1 foot. I don't know how it would work. I would need an extension of some type. Basically, I would need to put my Vive extender box up on the ceiling and then have the Oculus cable run from that. I've always thought about doing this, But then I think about some kind of game where I'm going to go like this, and then I'm going to jack up my cords and screw it all up. The other thing I wonder is, where do you put your headset when you're done with it? Like, where do you put your headset? Because you can't just leave your headset dangling in midair. You almost need to have like a special podium that you leave, and then you put your headset on that. Because is the cord, like when you're done with it, what do you do? Do you disconnect it? Where's your headset go? That is somebody on the Oculus Rift subreddit talking about use pulleys and cables. Okay, yeah, train sim Derail Valley delayed until next Friday. That is unfortunate, but it did happen. Facebook has poached Google's AR VR engineering lead to take over the Portal team. We were talking the other day about how there is a bit of musical chairs that are going on over there. Facebook closes Building 8, moves projects to Portal, Facebook Reality Labs. So here's another story. This is Business Insider. I'm going to go ahead and click on this real quick. And is something going on? Oh, man. Don't you hate this crap? No thanks. All these, no. Oh, man. These stories, bye. See you. You just lost me. You just lost one. Rice gum, rice gum. You just lost one. Okay, let's see. VR messes with me. Why is it messing with you, brah? Let's click on this one. This is a true shiz show. You know it's a shiz show when I say rice gum, you just lost one. That is from my kids watching these YouTubers, and I learned there's a rap song where they're talking about this guy, Rice Gum. He's a YouTube guy. You guys would have to have a teenager or like a 10-year-old or 11-year-old to know what the hell I'm talking about here. But there's a YouTuber called Rice Gum, and somebody made a rap about Rice Gum saying, rice gum, you just lost one. And for some reason that popped into my head. But that is a true sign of a shiz show. Okay, VR messes with me. I got my Oculus about 2 weeks ago, and now when I do work in school, my hand doesn't even feel real. Dude, you're entered the Matrix, man. You're in the Matrix. You're realizing that reality is phony. Reality is fake. That is what VR is doing to all of us. All of us that spend a lot of time in VR, we are starting to learn that reality is not real. And VR is opening us up to it. You know, we're starting to get the picture. We're starting to get the message. Okay, so let's go over to the Vive subreddit and see what's going on over here as a great shiz show continues. Rice gum, you just lost one. Has anybody ever seen that rap? It's hilarious in my opinion, because they got this little guy. Now he looks like he's like 15 years old, but apparently he's like 38, and he's rapping. And he's like walking around, and they're like eating at a restaurant and stuff. And there's like another YouTuber with him. It's just hilarious. I love this YouTube stuff. I love these YouTubers. Okay. Amazing VR artist, twitter.com. Software, etc. This one has been upvoted like a mofo. Oh, that is pretty awesome. Let's see what this is. Interesting. Yeah, there's an interesting video. Spiders, why are you painting spiders? That is kind of crazy. Oh, this is like a time-lapse photography of how this person designed it. Pretty sweet. That is pretty cool. Yeah, that is pretty interesting there. Let's see. Odyssey VR full release happened today. We did talk about that really quick. We talked about HTC selling the standalone 2.0 lighthouses in Japan. Oh, the Vive Pro is 25% off? Let's check this out. Damn, a lot of people don't like rice gum in chat, apparently. Vive Pro at 25% off, or risk it and wait for Valve HMD. I bought an HTC Vive Pro for Black Friday. Oh, this is like some old story here. Yeah. Let's see. Soul Scathe combat gameplay trailer. I could actually grab this trailer real quick and we could check it out, folks. Blueberry Bandit. Is this the actual developer of the game? Are they really called Blueberry Bandit? I don't like taking trailers from other folks, because then they put their little watermarks and stuff all over it. But let me see if I can grab this trailer real quick and we can pop it on and check it out. But let's go ahead and look at some other stuff in the meanwhile. In Death is so underrated. Yeah, tell me about it. In Death is incredibly underrated. Oh, you know what? This is actually a legitimate story right here, folks. And I have not covered this since this has happened. Okay, so you know the Unreal PT remake? It got removed. It got taken down. And a lot of people out there are crying about this. It's funny how this works. It's funny how this works because basically this PT remake demo thing was out there and available. And people see it, they're like, yeah, oh yeah, that's kind of interesting. That's kind of, yeah, it's a PT remake demo. Okay, no big deal. Then everybody finds out that it got removed and it got taken down and now you can't get it anywhere. And now everybody's like scrambling to find it because you feel like you got locked out of a private club and now you want to get back into the club. And so you want to get a download of this PT remake. It happens. It really does. It's like anytime something gets taken down, it's like, oh, now I really want it because they took it away from me. It was there. I didn't really care about it that much, but oh, now it got taken down. So now I desperately need it because now I can't have it and I want what I can't have, which is kind of the way it works. And Paradise Decay says, you can still get the PT demo if you go to the dev blog notes. Well, yeah, I mean, right here in this thread right here, this guy has, you know, you can click on here and get it. You can click on this one and get it. Of course, you got to be careful when you're grabbing it from all of these places because somebody that, you know, is a real asshole can add some like spyware and stuff along with it. So that's the downside. Like, it's going to be available. It's going to be out there, but then you're worried about possible spyware and all of those kinds of things. Okay, so I did get the Scathe trailer, so why don't we go ahead and peep that out? So let's go ahead and go back over here to our standard scene, and let me go ahead and grab this trailer, Scathe. Let's check it out. Official combat gameplay trailer. Alrighty, well that is the Scathe trailer, and it does look pretty good. Does look pretty interesting. I mean, we do have a lot of dungeon crawler type games, but you know, we don't have a lot of Dark Souls inspired ones. That looks kind of cool how they froze that skeleton right there, and then I mean, graphically it does look very impressive here. I did look for a Steam page for this. I couldn't find a Steam page. So I'm not sure, like, when is this game coming, but doesn't look too bad. I mean, honestly, there's lots of dungeon crawling games, but we still want to keep playing them because they look good and we want to keep going in these dungeons and checking them out. We've had lots of fun with Vanishing Realms. We've had a lot of fun with Carnage Chronicles. And so, you know, we're always willing to try these. But we can go ahead and bounce over to our Webby browser real quick, and let's just check out this story that they have here on Upload VR. Maybe it gives us a little bit more information. Developed by Blueberry Bandit. Okay, so that is the actual developer there. Let's see. Look for Scathe to launch on Steam in Q1 2019. It'll support both Rift and Vive, but an Oculus Store release will come later on. I didn't find it on Steam already, but apparently it is going to be coming to Steam very soon. So that is Scathe. All right. We can go ahead and let's see. What should we do now? Let's go ahead and, well, we can bounce over to Road to VR. Let's see if there's any brand new stories over here. Bought a Rift before last week's price cut. Blah, 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 blah. And not much going on. Alrighty, well, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and call it. It is 12 noon, and I got to get back to my issues that I'm dealing with here as far as my bathroom is concerned. The guy is, I think he's waiting for me, actually, to do something. I told him I just have to bang out this live stream real quick. All right, so what we're going to do here is let's go ahead and put our outro logo onto the screen. And we'll just go ahead and call it like an alcoholic. All right, so that's going to go ahead and do it for this particular episode of VR 365 Live. Yes, I will see everybody tomorrow on Saturday at 12 noon. Yes, we do our Saturday shows at noon. And Sunday, our show should follow another new VR Roundtable episode. So we should have a brand new VR Roundtable episode around 9 a.m. on Sunday. And then this show usually follows about 10 to 15 minutes after that. But I will see everybody tomorrow on Saturday. See you guys then. Have a good one. Take it easy and later.